we're going to get a BNP, this National Front and right-wing parties into power. I didn't put this government into power, and I didn't put the BNP into power. Nothing to do with me anyway, none of them. But now they give fatwa, if you do not vote, then you are sinful. If you do not unite with all the Muslims and gather together, you are sinful. So now what do you find them doing? They will say, look, we need to work with the political parties. So now one of the political parties says, okay, these Muslims, what do? Well, give me a day of celebration. They think, there's some people in my constituency, they celebrate the birthday of Muhammad, just like we celebrate the birthday of Jesus. So why don't we, as a political party, non-Muslim political party, they set up a gathering where they organize the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ. Non-Muslims, political party. Then they gather the Muslims, say, come, we're organizing the Eid Miladun Nabi for you Muslims. So then those who, some of them, they say we are Salafi, then they attend. What's a Salafi, Sunni, so-called, doing at the gathering of the celebration of the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ? Then he said, I had to do it because the greater goal of politics. Where's your manhaj? Your manhaj allows you to fall into bid'ah and to oppose the sunnah of Allah's Messenger ﷺ for the greater goal of politics. But they do it. And then they come out and say, oh, look at those brothers. Look at those brothers down the road. They're attacking us. They're saying that we go to the... But because they have no understanding of politics. That's why. That's what they say about us. You're criticizing us, they say. Because we're attending, because we're looking at cohesion, uniting the Muslims. So the Muslims have a soul. So the Muslims have a voice. So we have to attend the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ, organized by the Tory party. And we stand in pictures next to them. A Sufi, a Brelwi, a Chisti, a Qadiri, a Naqshbandi, a Diobandi. And then you're standing there as well, say, I'm the Sunni, I'm the Salafi. What's Salafiyah? You're not Salafi. What Salafiyah is this? And then when you are pushed, you brothers don't understand, you see. Politics. Politics makes everything halal. Bid'ah becomes sunnah in politics, does it? Or what does it become? Bid'ah hasana. This bid'ah that all of the ulama of Ahlul Sunnah refute. Why do they refute it? Because the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ and his celebration was not known for 700 years after the death of the Prophet ﷺ. Appeared in the 7th or 8th century. So a bid'ah that began 700 years after the Prophet ﷺ, then they start celebrating it. And you think that it's permissible to attend? And then they say, no, we have to stop, stop the war campaign or stop the war march. We have to march, mudaharat, demonstrating, rallies in the streets of London and Birmingham and Bradford and Leeds and Manchester and Glasgow. Why? Because we have to unite to stop the war coalition. So who are you walking with? So next to you is a Marxist, a communist. Next to you is a left-wing liberal, lesbian, gay. Next to you on the other side, a Diobandi, then a Shi'i. One who curses the mother of the believers, Aisha radiallahu anha. Then a Diobandi. And then you say, no, we as Salafis have to join them. What Salafi? Don't say we as Salafis, you, whatever you are. Because this is not Salafiyah. Salafiyah is to unite upon anything. This is the qa'idah of the people of bid'ah. But when you tell them and you inform them, you say, listen, even if you do this kind of stuff that you are doing to all of this kind of stuff, and you're saying that all of this is in the maslahah of Islam, in the benefit of Islam, where are your refutations against Ahlul Bid'ah? They say, this isn't a time to refute the people of Bid'ah. They say, now is not the time. Now is the time to unite. We're not going to refute them. Well, you're not going to refute the Shia? We're too busy linking arms with them at the Stop the War Coalition March. You're not going to refute the people of Tasawwuf and Quburiyah, committing major shirk with Allah, polytheism. More important than that is your politics and your member of parliament sitting in parliament in Westminster. That's more important to you than people committing shirk with Allah. And then you say that you're a person of sunnah. And when you say to them, where's your refutations against the people of bid'ah? Where's your refutations against Ikhwan al-Muslimin? They say, no, we're not going to refute. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah mentions these people. Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah. He mentions in Majmu' al-Fatawa volume 12, he says, وَقِسْمٌ آخر, and there is another faction. أقوام لا يعرفون اعتقاد أهل السنة والجماعة كما يجب. He said there is another faction. A group of people who do not know the belief of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah as is obligated. Or يعرفون بعده, or they know a part of it. ويجهلون بعده, and they are ignorant of a part of it. ما عرفوه منه قد يكتمونه. And that which they know of it, قد يكتمونه, that they hide it. So even if they know a little bit, they hide that little bit. We're not going to tell the Shia that we love Abu Bakr, because the Shia is going to get angry, because the Shia hate Abu Bakr. We're not going to tell the Shia that Khomeini was a shaitan, because they're going to say that you're attacking our Imam. So we're going to stay quiet. We're not going to say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is over his arsh, over the seven heavens, ba'in min khalqihi, separate from his creation, because the Sufi ittihadi is going to get angry, because he believes that Allah is everywhere. So they hide that which they know. Then he mentions, وَلَا يُبَيَّنُونَهُ لِلنَّاسِ, and they don't clarify the aqidah to the people. وَلَا يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْبِدْعَةِ, and they don't forbid the bid'ah. Is this what I've just said? They don't forbid the... Not only do they not forbid the bid'ah, they go and attend the bid'ah in the name of politics and siyasa. Then he mentions, وَلَا يَذَّمُّونَ أَهْلِ الْبِدْعَةِ, and they do not attack or they do not criticize the people of bid'ah. They don't criticize them. وَيُعَاقِبُونَهُمْ, and they do not punish them. بَلْ لَعَلَّهُمْ, but rather يَذَّمُّونَ الْكَلَامِ فِي السُّنَّةِ وَأَصُولِ الدِّينِ مُطْلَقًا. Rather you will find that from them, that they may criticize speech regarding the fundamentals of the religion itself. So instead of now, they know the truth, or they know a part of the truth, they are ignorant of a part of the truth. They don't want, and that which they know of the truth they hide. They don't clarify the aqidah to the people. They don't condemn the people of bid'ah. They don't condemn innovations. They don't punish them. But rather, when you say to them, you know those people who celebrate the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ, that this is a bid'ah, they say, be quiet, man. What are you criticizing them for? Can't you see that the Muslims are weak? Don't criticize their bid'ah. So he mentions that they do not criticize Ahlul Bid'ah. Rather, that what they might do is that they criticize the people of Sunnah. وَقَدْ لَا يُفَرِّقُونَ بَيْنَ مَا يَقُولُهُ أَهْلُ السُّنَّةِ وَالْجَمَاعَةِ وَمَا يَقُولُهُ أَهْلُ الْبِدْعَةِ وَالْفُرْقَةِ. That these people, that they do not distinguish, that they do not separate and distinguish between the speech of Ahlul Sunnah and the speech of Ahlul Bid'ah, the people of innovation and the people of separation. Or what they might do, as he mentions, وَيُقِرُّونَ الجميع على مذاهبهم المختلفة كما يقر العلماء في موادع الاجتهاد التي يسوغ فيها النزاع. That he mentions that what they might even do, these individuals, and you see it, bear this in your mind because this is what they're doing, that you'll find what they will do is that they'll make a comparison between all of these people of innovation with all of their different madahib, with all of their different understandings and different ideologies and corrupted belief. And they will say that all of these different viewpoints and different doctrines, that we should accept them. Just like the ulama, that they have differences of opinion in those affairs of ijtihad. Like for example, that some of you who have studied something of Kitab al-Salah or the issue of Salah, that some of you may come out of the ruku' and put your hands by your side. Right? This is probably the vast majority of the brothers, this is what they do. Because they read this from Shaykh al-Albani and they're convinced by the argument. That when the hands are on the chest before you go into the ruku'. But when you come out of the ruku' and you say, Sami Allahu liman hamida, that your hands go by your side. They don't go back on the chest. And a group of you may say no. Rather, that when the Prophet ﷺ was in the qiyam position, his right hand was always over his left hand upon the chest. So when you come out of the ruku', you put your hands on your chest. This is the issue of ikhtilaf amongst Ahlul Ilm. Like the ikhtilaf of 8, is it 8 raka'at for Taraweeh, for the Qiyamul Layl in the month of Ramadan? Or can a person increase beyond that, up to 10, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28? Can he increase or not increase? The scholars, they differ. Some do this and some do that. It's a position of ijtihad, ikhtilaf, from the furu' or from the branches of the religion. So what do these people say? Say, look, the ulama, they differ. The ulama, they differ in this affair. It's an issue of fiqh. It's a furu'. It's a branch of the religion. So likewise with the aqeedah and with the bid'ah and with the clear innovations, then we should treat that the same way. So now, is Allah above the 7 heavens or is Allah upon the earth? They say, leave, this is an issue of ikhtilaf. I call upon Allah